Hey guys, welcome back to Container Crops, the Scaredy Cat Gardener. I'm Pam and it is a beautiful day here in Zone 7B. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're getting ready to talk about 12 items, 12 vegetable plants that you can plant from seed starting right now in July and still get a harvest before your first frost. Some of these items I've dropped seeds for just recently over the last few days. They will still grow. You still have plenty of time. This is all part of succession planting. So let's go ahead and see what we can plant in July.
Show off your fantasy reality, whoa, that's yours, but I'll keep doing mine. You'll be living your good life, catch a glimpse from the outside all the time.
Okay, just a little bit of yard work before we get started. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell so you won't miss anything. Also, connect with me over on Facebook group Container Crops. You can also find me on IG at Scaredy Cat Gardener. Okay, I don't want to make this long. I want to get right into it. So let's dive in. First off, I want to show you guys, I just direct sowed these cherry tomatoes. I direct sowed these maybe about the very end of June. Today is July 10th and you still have plenty of time. Check your frost date in your area. If you don't know what it is, type your zone, city, and state into Google and ask it. It'll tell you exactly when your first frost date is for your zone. So yes, these were direct sown. I rarely buy starters for my tomatoes. I always have better success with planting them, direct sowing them into the ground. Okay guys, now keep in mind that this list is not all inclusive. There are plenty of more things, and depending on your zone, as always, check the variety if it's something you really like and see if you still have time to plant it. But one of my favorites, radish. Yes guys, radish. I love radish, and most of the things that I am telling you have a window for harvest after germination of about 60 to 70 days. So right now, like I said, this is July 10th. So you just average August 10th, September 10th. Our frost date isn't sometime until October. It may be December. Who knows when the frost date really is going to be. So go ahead and plant it. If you just get one harvest, that's one more harvest than you have right now. So radish, and these aren't in any category, or it's not first to last or anything like that. Carrots. You can still grow carrots. Child, those carrots will stay in the ground until you pull them. I've left carrots in the ground. Matter of fact, last year I sold some carrots around September, left them into the ground until this spring, and then I harvested all my carrots. So carrots is another one that you can leave and have. Start your pumpkins. Go ahead and get started on your pumpkins. Yes, you can go ahead and you should have them by Halloween. Okay, peas. Peas is another one. Peas, they grow fast. You can plant peas right now and you'll get you a nice harvest. And another thing you can plant are beans. Beans fall into the same categories as peas. Now, I wouldn't necessarily plant pole beans right now, but I would plant some bush beans because those are going to grow fast and they'll be ready to harvest before you know it. Kale is another one that you can plant right now. It will be ready, but you have to kind of pay a little bit more attention to it. Make sure you keep it moist, especially while it's trying to germinate. And also, if you have a shady spot, I'd put my kale in a shady spot. But you can absolutely start kale in July. Another thing you can start is squash. Squash and zucchini. They love the heat right now. And guess what? They germinate faster when it's hot. So if you sowed them in the spring, it may seem like it took a long time for them to germinate. But if you plant some seeds now, squash or zucchini, they fall in the same category. They love the heat and they germinate faster in the heat. Now, I don't have any right now that's ready to plant, and it's not necessarily from a seed, but potatoes. You can still get a fantastic harvest from potatoes if you go ahead and get them in the ground, or in my case, in a container. And speaking of containers, everything I am mentioning can be grown in containers because, well, that's all I do. I don't have anything in the ground. So, all of these can be grown in containers. Now, when I get to the end of my list, I've got a bonus for you guys. So stick around so you can find out what the bonus item is that you can plant still in July. Next up, we have cucumbers. Yes, check out a couple of different varieties. You can plant cucumbers just like squash and zucchini. Matter of fact, you can plant them right near each other. They love each other. They love the heat. They germinate faster in the heat than they do when it's cool. So if you drop those seeds, they're going to germinate and you're going to get that harvest. Now, I talked about the cherry tomato seeds that I had just recently dropped, so I just wanted to come back and make sure you had that on the list too. Cherry tomatoes. I wouldn't necessarily drop any seeds for something like maybe beef sticks or Jersey Mike's, those big tomatoes, but cherry tomatoes? Child, yes, you can have a bunch of cherry tomatoes between now and your first harvest. Something else you can start is corn. My corn is tasseling and it's growing. I started this in May and it's the beginning of July. You've got time for more corn. Yes, get those sweet corn in the ground in the container right now. So, yep, sweet corn. And for our bonus. Now, even though we're planting in July, we still need a little pollinator. And guess what? You can plant zinnias. Yes, you can still plant some flowers. These zinnias will grow. They'll bring in some pollinators for all the rest of the seeds that you're dropping, and your garden will be fantabulous. Okay, guys, well, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much once again for coming and hanging out with me here today in my garden. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Remember, this is not all the seeds that you can plant. This is just a starter list. This is just my list. So check out any of your favorite varieties and see what seeds you can drop. And if you're dropping a different seed than something I've mentioned, leave me some comments. Leave me the comments on what seeds are you dropping in July so that you can have a harvest before your first frost date. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and as always, guys, share it out, share it out. And until next time, remember, anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant. And I'll see you on the trail.
You'll be living your good life, catch a glimpse from the outside all the time.